NHL Nightly with your host, the sportsman, a.k.a. Beer Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Pearlo, Wisdom, and Rico in Barrie. Hey, how about that? How about that? We got everybody. Look at how clear Pearlo looks.
Oh yeah, don't even say it. Don't even.
Yeah,
say
I don't
it.
want to jinx it. Okay,
Say it.
Real, let's get going. Let's just get going. I didn't update the scoreboards. I didn't even have a chance to watch a lot of the games. I got to watch. I listened to a lot of the Coyotes Penguins game on the radio, but I was clearing snow because we're getting hammered with snow. Currently, I have the. Trying to get the Kraken feed to come up, but that's not seeming to be working out. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Seattle is playing Florida. The game of the night, though, is Connor versus Connor. All I heard all day. I'm surprised Edmonton's not getting the Blackhawks on a back-to-back. Call me when they beat somebody that's good. That's, they got a little nice run going for themselves, but let's see them play the meat and potatoes, beat some good teams here, and then I'll start believing that they're actually back. So they're still not in a playoff spot. So I hear how shitty the West is, but yet I don't know. Vegas looks pretty good. Detroit coming back on St. Louis. Boy, that's a crazy one. Wasn't that? Oh, excuse me, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Dude, Philly's got a power play, Pearlo.
I know. Plus 500, buddy. Plus 500.
Come on, buddy. We need Philly. I took a live in-game Philly draw, but I need Philly to win. The under and the draw would be unfucking believable.
If I got Philly and under 6.5, that would be really good too.
Oh yeah, I parlayed those two. Plus, I took a draw, so if it goes even,
wow.
Philly wins.
Saros is looking really good, but
oh man, somebody fucking throw salt in his eyes like the movie. Remember the movie Bloodsport where Van Damme got that shit thrown in his eyes and he couldn't see and he still won? Like that's what I feel got to play right now.
Yeah. I need Konechny and Tippett to get over, and they should have over their shots. Here.
I don't know why I took Arizona props tonight. I thought they'd get more goals against Pittsburgh, but fuck me. I got the Larson prop.
I got a shot prop out of them.
Yeah, I took an O'Connor goal and Pustin and fucking Carconi.
That's why I love shot props, because with goal props and assist props, like you get a hot goaltender or whatever.
I know.
Okay.
All
right. So I wanted to start the show off with some crappy news again.
What?
I don't know if you guys saw that Tony Granato, U.S. Hockey Hall of Famer, and I always like to think the Granatos are the first kind of the first family of U.S. hockey, because Cammie was so good. And those who don't know, Cammie Granato married to Ray Ferraro, but her brother Tony, pretty good NHL in her own right. Decent coach. Used to coach. And his brother Dom coaches Buffalo Sabres. He has leukemia. And then so just a kind of a brutal, it's been a couple we got the Kelly Chase stuff. I wanted to play this just to get us fired up for the day. St. Louis on the power play with 3:25 left. We're not ignoring the games. I will get scores up here as the night goes on. We'll talk about some of the early games and some of the games that are going on late, but let's watch this real quick to get us fired up from Chaser.
Hey, Blues fans, it's Chaser here. Tonight, as we continue our charitable efforts in the fight against cancer with our Blues Hockey Fights Cancer Night, take a moment to recognize and celebrate 25th anniversary of the 14 Fund and Blues for Kids. With so many members of our family been affected by this disease over the years, and most recently our buddy Lieutenant Colonel Caruso, the Plaguers, the Kelly families, Ari, Colin, and of course, Doug Wickenheiser. For 25 years together, we've been resilient and have fought for each other, and we won't stop. Now, I've had plenty of fights in this arena, and I always ended up on the right side of them because of your support, and it's never gone unnoticed. Now, after recently being diagnosed with leukemia, I need you more than ever. So to support you, the Blues family, I'm up for the biggest fight of my life. Let's win a hockey game. Hey, buddy, I ain't going anywhere.
Did you guys hear that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. That was fucking very uplifting to the community, the St. Louis Blues community, and it looks like he'll have his support in that fight for cancer, and all the best for him, man.
Yeah. Just he has leukemia. I think I misspoke. I think Don Granato has a form of cancer, not leukemia. Anyway, St. Louis had a nice shot at goal.
He has lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, the same as what Mario Lemieux had.
The good thing about leukemia and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is those have been people have been able to fight back from those.
Yeah, so non-Hodgkin's is about the one you want to have. ALL, acute lymphemic leukemia, ALL, that's another one that's treatable, but you got to go through some fucking hard shit. The one that's AML is like the Lou Gehrig's disease one. That's the one that's the tougher one to get.
Okay. I was going to try to get this other game to pull up, but it is not going to happen. We got 5-4 with 1:58 left to go in the Blues game. Hopefully we get our guys.
How does Philadelphia not win that for Chaser?
Tampa's up 1-0 already in Vancouver, a minute and a half in.
Wow. I didn't take a side on that. I only got the over, so I'm happy with that.
Who's up? Who's up?
Tampa, a minute and a half in.
And against Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I didn't see that game. What's going on? Where's that game?
Fuck, that's crazy. Who got it?
Come on, Philly.
Braden
Philly's just peppering freaking. Philly's just peppering Saros.
Good.
Yeah. They have 32 shots on goal from the Red Wings. Red Wings just scored to make it 6-4. It was empty net, so that's probably game there. That's probably game. St. Louis fans, tough night for St. Louis Blues, especially after Kelly Chase's emotional thing. I threw up so I'm gonna do a contest. I want to do a contest. The first to get, if we get to 500 subscribers by the end of January, so tell everybody, I'm gonna give away a free Jonathan Toews Adidas jersey.
Oh, cool.
Signed by Pearlo.
Signed by Pearlo, yes.
We don't want to devalue.
That brings up the value.
Okay. Where is this game? Where is this game? I don't see this game.
And I'm going to give away a signed St. Louis Blues Kevin Hayes jersey when we hit 1,000.
This is a real prize, so I don't want people to get. This is a real prize.
I'm kidding. That's a killer prize.
When Kevin Hayes hits minus 1,000 on his plus minus career number. Pearlo.
So we are currently at roughly 250 subscribers, somewhere in there. We just need to double our subscription by the end of January, and I will give away a free Jonathan Toews. Also,
we can't do that, but if you're watching right now, you can do that for sure. Hit that sub button.
I've got some news, boys. I got some other news I wanted to tell you today. I signed a contract with fansfirstsportsnetwork.com to be their lead NHL writer. I'm actually their only NHL writer, but I am super excited. I will be writing about the game we love. And I'll be showing you guys drafts and getting your opinions on stuff, but we'll just be writing about what's going on in the game now. And right now we have, don't you think we just have so much parity? You got so many fan bases that have so much hope right now. They've probably feel like they've got a chance, a wing and a prayer. So
and
it's
that's why
exciting.
Bettman's popped his face on ESPN tonight for the intermission. He's been on that panel for most of the night because he knows the league's in a pretty good spot right now.
Well, and there's a couple news. So Arizona bought some property in North Scottsdale, which is probably the perfect place for this arena. So it looks like they're going to get their arena built here.
Yeah, get out of Glendale.
Well, they haven't been playing in Glendale. They're actually playing in Arizona State's campus. They're actually in a great location right now, Rico. They're in a really good location.
Good, but the
arena is only like
don't go back to Glendale.
Yeah, they can't go back to Glendale. That was the killer. They should have just kept playing at the downtown arena. They would do better where the basketball team is. The problem is what used to be called America West anyway. It just isn't equipped for hockey, and they had a lot of logistical problems. And when you live in a desert, right? Let's see if I can get this game. I do not see this this Vancouver game. I'm going to give up on the Florida Seattle Kraken game. You guys will have to let me know. Yeah, this is just the joys of living in blacked outdom. Thanks again, NHL, for all the good things you're doing. Your TV shit is not working out.
Outside of the original 6, these are the nicest jerseys that I love the most. The ones that the Canucks are wearing tonight, outside of the originals.
Are they wearing the black? We got the black. Yeah, why don't I see that? God, why is that an NHL Network game or something?
Dude, shades of like Greg Adams and Dave Babbage and Cliff Ronning and Jurke Lume and
Pavel. No, I love those jerseys. I have the Beer one, and I love those jerseys. I'm going to get that game up here. We're getting that game up here. So hey, so Hot Take Hockey did a video today. If I would have talked to him, I would have asked him his permission to show it. He had a trade where the Caps traded TJ Oshie to Vancouver for Kuzmenko. I think that's more about the money, but it looks like Kuzmenko's been a healthy scratch. So, but I'll tell you what, though, I saw TJ Oshie was a big here. I don't know if he leveled the guy and we scored a goal, and it was a big deal. It was a nice thing. So, how about, did you guys see Kochetkov versus Brady Tkachuk? Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my camera here. I don't know why I'm so off kilter. I feel like I don't know what's going on.
I did not see that. No. Why they have
okay, so Brady Tkachuk got awarded a. Okay, I'll find it. I'll just find it, and we'll show it.
While you're finding it, TJ Oshie on the Canucks brings a cup ring there, and I don't think there's many cup rings on the Vancouver Canucks. If they feel like they're going on a run, they should probably have somebody that's done it before. I don't think
he has enough legs to really be a factor right now.
Oh, we did have a signing today too. The Capitals signed Ethan Bear a 2-year deal. Yeah. So, Oh, how about Pittsburgh signed your favorite player, Jesse Puljujärvi, and he's coming off
Pool Party. Jesse Pool Party.
He's coming off a double hip surgery. So it sounded like
Speedo is safe in Pittsburgh.
Chicago just got a really good shot on goal. They went right to this game.
Jesse Pool Party was the best. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I love Jesse Pool Party.
Yeah, Pool Party. We'll see if he gets his. The guy's got a lot of talent. If he gets his poop together.
So did
it sounds like he's been injured the last couple of years, Pearlo. I mean, what do you got to say there?
A lot of talent for Edmonton.
Well, what I heard about it. Sorry, we were talking about.
Flyers tied it up. Pearlo.
Nice. Mackenzie Weegar just scored for the Flames too, and so they're up 1-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah, I don't know. That game kept cutting out for me. Oh, hey, we got our good friends GDR Cinnamon Pony, Girl Doctor. Hi there. On my break before I go back, wanted to stop by and say hi. We appreciate your support so much,
Thanks
GDR.
For coming in, man.
Yep.
Thanks for coming in.
You go do that girl doctoring, because we need good people there, and Lord knows we ain't the guys.
Oh, good for you.
Okay,
it's a hard job.
I'm guessing girl doctor means doctor. I'm guessing.
I didn't click in my head like when you said it, and then that's a tough job, man. Tough job. Being a doctor is a hard job, especially in a hospital and stuff. Like, My wife's a nurse, and that's hard enough. But
Hey,
doctors-
speaking of which, Kuzmenko just scored for the Canucks to tie it. Make it
oh,
1-1.
they came back.
Since we were just dropping Kuzmenko in there, those black jerseys are sick. I agree with you, Rico. They just need to go back to those jerseys. Nobody wears black except for the Sharks, and I like the Sharks teal colored jerseys too. But I like the Caps black ones too. The old
and who
Eagle
else wears
one.
yellow?
I guess Pittsburgh wears black too.
Yeah. I mean, they're in the West.
But they also wear a lot of yellow in their jersey too. Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I got Miller over 2 points. He already got one.
Let me show the video last week, so let me see if it'll let me show the video. Okay,
Vancouver looks like they got.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This should work. Here it is. Here's the penalty shot between Tkachuk and Kochekov.
Oh yeah, the old school. Yeah.
Now look, they get a little chippy afterwards.
Oh, that was like Hasek against Gabarov. Remember when Hasek came up against,
nice. Yeah,
Gabarov?
we needed a goaltender like that in the league. We haven't had one of those guys.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Rick Smithson. Yeah, nuts. I mean, dude, I'll tell you right now, guys. That was probably that game for Carolina was do or die because they have not been good this year. They're bad. In fact, they have been outright bad. So yeah, okay, I got that worked. I should have got the Chase video like that too, but
they've had a brutal schedule. It's been terrible.
No, they have played terrible, Pearlo. You got to go back.
No, they have.
Goaltending is not good.
Oh, goaltending's horrible. If Kochekov can play well, they'll be okay.
And you know, Biz said it today. Hey, this team is. Oh, Chicago just scored.
Whoa!
Woo! Let's go. Was it Connor Bedard? Connor Bedard. Oh, please let Chicago beat Edmonton. Is
it Connor Bedard scored?
Yes, Connor Bedard just scored.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Connor
Bedard from.
I'll find the
I got Bedard overshot.
I'll find the goal here. Here you go. I got it for you.
I got the Bedard goal prop and point prop. Beautiful. Let's go.
What a shot. He just goes oppo, puts it right over Skinner's. Yeah, super nice goal, Rick. Yeah, Rick, I called Mackenzie Weegar scored a while ago for the Flames. Dude, I said this the other day on Twitter and they end up losing the game, but what are all these shithouse GMs that are on Cap Friendly going to do when Calgary isn't going to trade anybody before the trade deadline? And, you know, Tanev got banged up for them, so now he's out. So I just wonder, like, Calgary's in the mix, you know, 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. Looking pretty good, man. Looking pretty good. Oh, why am I on cooking? Go back to hockey. Let's see. Why am I seeing Jeff Carter stuff that's like an hour old? Okay, so to update everybody that's just joining us, if you didn't get to watch all the games, I will give you the scores now. I'm sorry I didn't have time to do the scores. Like I said, we have a snowstorm here, and so I spent it cleaning up. The games that are active right now, Florida and Seattle 0-0. That's about 13 minutes left in the first. It's tied 2-2. Flyers, Preds, Pearlo, and Rico are locked into that game because I'm assuming you guys have Flyers in that. Blackhawks just scored 1-0. Our main man, Connor Bedard, scored in. This is in Edmonton, 1-0. I hope Chicago wins this game. Game of the night on ESPN. Lightning Canucks all tied up 1-1. I didn't see who scored the first one for the Lightning, but Kuzmenko got the second one. Red Wings win 6-4 against the Blues. Penguins beat the Coyotes 4-2. Hurricanes beat the Senators 4-1. And we just showed the Kochetkov craziness. And then Leafs win 7-3 against the Rangers. And we have coming up late game Sharks and Jets. That's a 6:30 my time, 10:30 Eastern puck drop. So safe to say nobody but us is going to talk about that game in the hockey world. So hope really happy to see everybody that's popped in. Our good friend, girl doctor Cinnamon Pony came in. Rick Smith, appreciate you. Hopefully we get a few more. And we talked about Tony Granato. Thoughts and prayers go to him. Matthews leading scorer 21 and Bedard leading the rookies. Yep. I think everybody expected Bedard to win the rookie of the year, Rick. I'm not surprised he's in the mix for that. So, boy, I'd love to see like a 2-0 Chicago win in Edmonton, kill that winning streak. And just as, Chicago's a tough team, man. They play good hockey. I really am a fan of that, Luke Richardson. And boy, how much better off would they be if they still had Corey Perry? They still had Taylor Hall. They lost Taylor Hall for the year. They just could use some skill, right? I laugh because they talk about Crosby, but Crosby got to play with Mario Lemieux his rookie year, and some talent was on that team. Who is Connor Bedard getting to play with? Jason Dickinson? Nothing against him, but come on, man. Not much to say. So,
yeah, I think David also didn't have much to play with when he came into. It was a pretty bad team, but yeah, that Bedard kid's something else, man. That Bedard kid is something else.
Oh, he's special, man. We knew he was going to be special, and now we got Gavin McKenna coming. It's always the next greatest thing, and usually the hockey players do a great job of running it up there. So
Celebrini has already got, he's already getting a point and a half a game in college right now. NCAA, he's already getting a point and a half a game as an 18-year-old. So,
and they're not even the best team. They're not even the best team, Boston University this year.
No,
it's Boston College.
He looks like he's going to be pretty darn good too. I mean, not generational, but a definite top number one center. So,
well, yeah. I mean, by all accounts, he's going to go number one or number two in the draft. We'll have to have our friend Ryan Tubeck on. Yeah, Rick. He stayed with Mario. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Alex Ovechkin would have got the chance to play with a Peter Bondra in his prime, or better yet, Adam Oates. So, just one of them things. So, well, it's pretty good one-timer by Kuzmenko, by the way. Pretty nasty goal.
Kuzmenko's having his best game of the year right now.
Well, he scratched a couple of games, wasn't he?
Yeah, they're not trading him. What Tocchet is doing is Tocchet just doesn't want him to be a regular good player. He wants him to be a star player.
Well, he has 40 goals last year, dude. He was a 40 goal scorer.
But he's kind of taking it down, but you and I know,
Pearlo, not to cut you off, but sometimes if you get a guy play a little bit more defensively and he scores 30, but he prevents 20 because he plays well, that's better than a guy who scores 40 and he's like a -12. You know what I'm saying?
Kuzmenko was already good defensively. He's pushing him to be a top left wing.
He could be a special player. I agree with that. I
think he was just he seemed like he was kind of resting on his laurels a little bit, and Tocchet was going to have nothing of it. No, you're going to be this, and this is what you're going to be consistently all.
So Ray Ferraro is interviewing the backup goalie for the Oilers in game. As the game's going on. That's interesting. I've not seen that before. good for them trying something different, I guess.
Well, that's Pickett, right? So yeah,
Picard. I think Picard.
Picard. Yeah, Picard, not Pickett. Picard. Yeah, that's Picard. That's a good interview because it's just such a feel good story for him to be able to come back into the league. You know, it is good.
I'm just trying to look. I know we're being silent here. We lost Rico, so hopefully he comes back.
What happened? Oh, he just had to move. Like he just went out for a bit. Panthers are out shooting Seattle 7-1.
Oh, Rico, you can let yourself back in. You took yourself out. You can let. Hey, you know you can let yourself back in just like you took yourself out. Yeah. Anyway, we got you back. We got you back, and I'm just let's see, Biz. Hey, how about Biz and former Islander great Butch Goring getting into it? Butch is notorious. By the way, I love Butch Goring. He coached the Aces up here, the Alaska Aces. So I have to give Butch some credit here. Guys, I don't know. I'm going to go back to the wide shot because I can't stay centered on my camera tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's just a wonky day. Maybe that's probably more. That's better. Yeah, you get all the sideshow collectibles and Deadpool with my Bill Lebowski beard and all that stuff.
No, the Butch Goring thing. I know.
Rick's in Ontario like Rico. He can only get the Calgary game. You can't watch the Edmonton-Chicago game? That's just sacrilege. What?
I said I'm watching the Edmonton-Calgary game in front of me, or the Edmonton-Chicago game, then the Calgary or Vancouver game over here.
Yeah. Well, that's the game Rick said he can see. So
but you gotta go online though. You can't rely on either Rogers or Bell for this stuff.
Oh, Rick, I'm gonna DM you a link that's working for me. Just hit me up if you're available to do it, and I'll try to do it.
Rick reminded me earlier too about the skills competition thing. I guess there's 12 all-stars that compete for $1 million.
We'll talk about that. I saw Rick DM me that, and we'll go over that. We'll talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up, Rico. We'll talk about that. I'll bring that up, and that's awesome that you brought that up because I did want to bring up. I guess they got Connor McDavid involved. And
I think shooting a puck off the CN Tower would be a little bit over the top. That's way too high up. But maybe put it on somebody's condo, the top of their condo or something. Saucer passes on all these condos.
I didn't see this shooting the puck off the CN Tower.
No, I'm just making that up. There's no way that's going to happen.
Okay. I was like, I didn't see that part of the competition.
You would kill somebody.
By the way, this is the type of game Florida will lose to Seattle. Seattle's been playing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they'll outshoot them like 50-22 and lose 2-0. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, so this is what I've got. It's a 12-player competition for points. It's a 12 players competing for points in 8 events. Each player competes in 4 of the first 6 events. Top 8 point earners advance to the 7th event. Top 6 earners advance to the 8th. Players with the most points after 8 events wins $1 million prize. So pretty cool thing. I'll be honest with you though. Having gone to the skills competition and stuff, I really liked the old skill competition. But you know what? Okay, Rick, let me see if I can get this to you. So, Rick, every time you click a thing, if a pop-up comes up, just close it and then click it again until the thing comes up. So that's my instructions to you. That's going to be the easiest way.
Well, and remember what they had in Miami last year? They did some shit on the beach and just remote locations and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
You got the draw, looks like. Philly and Nashville draw, and now we just need Philly to Potter.
Oh, Pearlo. Yes, sir. Under, Philly, and draw. Yes, sir. We got the draw. No way. That was beautiful.
Yeah, we
I
got the
bet.
draw.
360
So that went to
draw.
overtime? That went to overtime then?
It looks like it's going to. It's
Yeah, it's
16
done.
seconds
It's
left.
done, dude. Done. And the
Oh,
under.
you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me.
Who won the game? Who won the game?
No, it's in
Overtime's going to start.
It's
It's
gonna
the
go
end of the
overtime.
third right now.
Oh, but you guys had the draw. That's what I'm saying. Like
We have the
We
draw,
had
and we
Philly.
have Philadelphia. And we
Philly
have
to win,
Philadelphia
the draw,
under.
and the under 6.5. So it's like a fucking triple money if Philly wins an overtime or shootout here.
And we also took a live bet on Philly when they were down 1 at plus 500. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, Pearlo, remember when that fucking piss pants guy was freaking just losing it on Ian because it was his best bet about Philly winning
What a-
tonight?
I didn't
Guys,
see
like,
the
you're a
chat, but
fucking-
what a
Oh,
doorknob.
dude, it was unfucking real. What that guy said to him was like, what a piece of fucking
Okay.
shit. You kill yourself.
what happened? What? Oh, Edmonton
This
just
guy
tied
in
it.
the chat came out and was like going off and off and off on Ian, our friend Ian, just going off and off and off. I
Just
should have
saying
went
that
in
he
the
bet
chat.
Philly and
It
it's
said
like,
it's your Rick.
I bet my
I should have went in
hard-earned
the
money
chat
on
and
this
said,
stuff,
"Do you
and
realize
I'm
this is
listening
one of
to
the
you.
best cappers in North America? Probably top 10 at least." And you're
Vegas just
freaking
scored 2.
spouting.
Our friend Rick Smith let us know that would be Chandler Stevenson with the equalizer.
Oh, yeah.
1-1. 5 minutes.
I love
5:55 to go in the first there. You
I
have
love
Chandler on your
Stevenson.
fantasy, don't you?
Love
You have
Stevenson. I
Chandler.
dropped Carlson. I picked up Stevenson earlier in the year.
I don't know.
Stevenson's
I'm not
in a
even
contract
paying
year too,
attention.
man. This guy's gonna fucking get paid if he keeps going like this.
So I have 5 games up. I have 5. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I did the hardwire connection tonight. Pearl's coming in.
Edmonton
Chris.
scored, by the way.
I got 5. Yes, I said that, but you didn't hear me. I said Ryan
Oh,
Nugent Hopkins. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You were too busy
Yeah.
yapping, which is good. That's your job. We need to hear about your bets. And so I guess probably at the break, the Edmonton break, we'll call it an evening. Is that good with you guys, or do you want to go
Yeah.
long?
No, we're good.
Whatever's
Man.
good, man. Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
So well, that'll be close to an hour, right? Well, no, I know we could go to the second period. It's only 9 minutes left. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. So the early games were the early games. There wasn't any really good games tonight. I mean, everything was close there for a while in Pittsburgh.
The Rangers and Leafs was entertaining a bit.
Well, because you're a Leafs fan.
Well, no, there was a ton of scoring in that game.
That's true. 7-3. So one team scored 7 and one team scored 3. Yeah, I mean, I think that Marner dive really turned the game. If Marner doesn't dive there and they get that power play, which they got, and they scored right away, you got to be happy if you're a Leafs fan, your power play. I mean, look, here's the big thing with the Leafs. They won a game in regulation. And anytime they can do that, that's a good thing, right? If you're a Leafs fan. And you're coming off kind of a disappointing loss, which, you know.
I didn't bet on the Leafs tonight. When they went into the second intermission down 1, I bet the Rangers draw. I think I even bet it at 4-2. Then the Rangers scored after, but as soon as the Leafs came out and scored that goal beginning of the third, that
was the end of it. That was the end of it.
Kind of deflated them a bit.
I didn't know
that was the end of it.
I didn't know it was Daddy's Day trip thingamajigger.
Yeah.
That seems to really work out. Like it's when they.
No, I told you. No, I told you. The Leafs play better when their backs are up against the wall. They got Martin Jones in net, so they're playing like it's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. They are going to play their ass off with all these injuries they have. No Giordano. Who else are they missing on the back end? I mean, you know, they're just going to play better when they're Leafs, that's just them. It's their MO. That's how they are. They always play better. Remember last year they had a bunch of injuries and they went on a tear. And then they never looked as good as they did when they had like Connor Timmins, and now he was in there tonight, had a goal tonight. I'm happy to see him get going, by the way. I like him. I think he could be good. Wow, Darkness is in. Darkness, I almost accidentally put you in a timeout. That would have been completely on accident. Fire Craig Berube. He shouldn't even be on the bench next game. So you will get a lot of pushback from me and Pearlo. We like Berube.
You never fire a Berube.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach. I think it's just reaction, man. That's a tough loss, but you know what? Detroit's a good team this year, man.
St. Louis is
You're going to be in the mix. You're going to be in the mix.
St. Louis shouldn't even be close. Their team is terrible. Their defensemen on paper are terrible. They shouldn't even be close this year. So it's not the coach. It's just,
and obviously Verana was a problem there, and you know what? They got something back for Bortuzzo, and he was hardly in the lineup.
Well, they haven't moved Verana. It looks like they were going to.
They waived
him.
Yeah, they pulled him back. They pulled him back. So.
Oh.
Well, they waived him, but they didn't put him down in the minors. He's just benched.
No, I'm telling you, it looks like they're going to trade him. They pulled him back.
Why wouldn't you?
So Darkness doesn't like him for how the roster is built. Well, that's a Doug Armstrong problem then, Darkness.
It's not a Berube problem.
Yeah.
I think he means by how he puts the lines together, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. So we, for as bad as the games were this morning, we got a 1-1 game in Vancouver. We got a 1-1 game in Vegas. We got a 0-0 game in Seattle. The Sharks there's only 20 seconds into the game, and we got a 1-1 game in Edmonton. So we got five great games. We'll rock it. We'll rock it for a while.
Philly game, Pearlo. How was Philly doing in overtime?
Yeah, I don't have that game up.
Oh,
yeah, you got to get the update on that one, buddy. I can't put any more games on.
That game's done. Oh, Nashville won in overtime.
Okay. Hopefully Ryan O'Reilly. I don't think.
Yeah, Forsberg, 18 seconds in from O'Reilly and Yossi.
Okay, I'm going to do a little grind my gears thing.
Philly shot him 40-21.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Philly's making the playoffs. I hate to say it. It might be the worst thing for that franchise, but they're making the playoffs.
I had them as a bubble team before the season started. I had them on.
Well, we just knew that Tortorella would have them in the mix, right? And now they're just like, they're going to be in the mix. And speaking of Philly, I will be doing a live stream, which this show may start just a tad late, a minute or two late, with John Duncan from Off the Wall Hockey. We'll be doing Washington Capitals versus Philadelphia Flyers on his channel, 7 Eastern, Thursday, December the 14th. See you there. So I'll be doing color. I'll be doing color with one of the best play-by-play guys on YouTube, in my opinion.
Awesome.
Off the Wall Hockey. He's so good.
John Duncan is freaking the shit.
Yeah. I hope he gets a chance to do it professionally for a living, sometime in his life, because he's good. And I like his calls. So
I'm just refreshing something here.
Yeah, you're okay, Rico. But you have to be on screen for this, because this beef involves Leaf fans. And all the Leaf fans fucking crying about the fucking Islanders fans booing. Let me just say this to you, Leaf fans, okay? Hey, if you get a number one guy overall in the draft and he leaves your team, you're allowed to be pissed about it forever, because your franchise may only get one number one overall pick, unless you're Edmonton and the Pittsburgh Penguins and you've gotten 50 of them. Your franchise may look, Arizona never gotten a number one overall. Look at all the teams that have never gotten number one overalls. So, like, I'm fine with Islander fans booing. Who fucking cares if Tavares? By the way, they didn't even know. Like, who cares? You scored with 15 seconds to go. They're more booing because they didn't want the game to be tied. Like, give me a break. Leaf fans, get over your fucking self. They're not going to like Tavares. They're pissed off. They're never going to like him. The fucking Rangers fans still boo Denny Potvin at the Garden. Denny Potvin hasn't played for 40 fucking years. Leaf fans, get over it. They're never going to like fucking Tavares. And you know what? Honestly, they might have won a cup if he'd have stayed there, because they lost a couple of Game 7 Eastern Conference Finals. And if Tavares stayed there, he may have actually had a better chance to win a Stanley Cup than he did with the Leafs. And the Leafs could have used his $11 million elsewhere, and the Leafs might have been better. So you should look at it that way, Leaf fans. I get it. He went and played for his hometown team, but like, you don't got to defend him like he's your brother and sister. The guy made a fucking business decision. oh, he took less. The Sharks were offering more. Well, probably good he didn't sign with the Sharks. But, like, dude, come on, man. Like, we're not going to see that anymore, by the way. With the way the salary cap is, you're not going to see a guy move like that, hardly. And I still think it's going to be one of those things where ultimately Leaf fans and Dubas will regret that deal. Just my opinion. So, nothing against John Tavares. He's a good player. But, you know, I don't know. Is he a Hall of Famer today? If he retired tomorrow, would he be going to the Hall of Fame? I don't think so.
Not yet. That's why you don't boo the guy. I mean, fuck you. They booed him all game long, not just when the Islanders lost that game.
Rico, let me ask you, if Austin Matthews signed with Chicago.
Austin Matthews is a better player than Tavares, and he will be.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if he left and Leaf fans booed him forever.
Listen, Beard. Austin Matthews, through the same amount of games as Ovechkin, right now with Austin Matthews' career, has more goals than Ovechkin.
Yeah, I got it.
So he's not John Tavares, man. You can't make that comparison.
The thing is, Toronto doesn't have enough heart in their freaking people to go see the games. These teetotaling little drinking spritzers while they're watching freaking hockey.
I didn't get that. I'll say this though, Pearlo, just real quick. I didn't get that impression. I didn't get that impression.
Have a bigger fan base than the Islanders too, so you're taking a grain of salt with some people that are saying stuff. That doesn't mean that that's what all the Leaf fans believe either. Like, you're taking bits and pieces from some.
Yeah,
people.
you're hearing.
What I'm saying, like, why do you care if the fucking Islanders boo? What I'm saying is, this is my grind my gears. You could say whatever you want. I'm just saying. Their number one overall pick, the only one they've had in their franchise history, signed with elsewhere, and they hate him for it. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I
think they hate him more for the fact that they couldn't get anything for him because he waited too long. He didn't say, I want to go, and then they got something back for him. He waited till the end where they got nothing back for him at all.
Well, I don't think they would have. Lou Lamoriello wouldn't have traded him anyway. But no, I'll just say this. I'll just say this again. Why do you care what the Islanders fans say? He scored 1,000 points. 600 of them were with the Islanders, right? So he had a lot of points with the Islanders.
To tell you the honest truth, I'm not a Toronto fan. To me, the Islanders fans they are actually disrespecting the players on their own team by still booing this guy. Like, we needed you so bad, and you left us. And
I don't know about that.
So every time they boo this guy, they're telling the players out there that we needed him, and now we're so mad because now look at us, we suck.
Six years later.
Every time they do that.
Has it been 6 years?
7 years, man, later, and they're still all butthurt because they're.
Yeah, it's been 6 years. Tavares signed a 7-year deal, $11 million per.
So every time they boo him, they're telling their team, we suck ever since he left. That's what they're telling their team.
That's a good point, Pearlo. I think the Islanders, after they saw that Tavares was fucking overpaid in Toronto, and the Islanders had fucking more success than the Leafs had, it seemed like, since they left, whether it was just overall performance on the ice or not. Now it's just.
I'd say it's time to get over it.
Both sides should just let it go. I don't know. I wouldn't be pissed off on the Rangers fan.
To your own team. Fan. Like, you're really that 7 years later, you still can't get over it. And these other players on the ice right now are going, do we really need them, guys? Like, I'm surprised one of the players haven't come out and said, hey, you know what? We don't need Tavares. You know that, right? We can win without him, right? You know that? You're supposed to be rooting for us, not rooting for someone else.
And to tell you what, Tavares didn't put Toronto over the top. I mean, they got Matthews, Marner, and Nylander and Riley and stuff. It's not like he put the Leafs over the top, and that's the reason why fucking Toronto's better. So let's boo Tavares because he went to fucking Toronto.
Do you want that contract now? at 10.5
No,
million?
the
You
Leafs
want
would
that
love
on?
to just hand Tavares right over to the Islanders. And
I'm telling you right now, if the Leafs could move Tavares tomorrow, they'd move him. That's what it makes me laugh about the Toronto
so
fans.
why are they booing this guy? He just scored his 1,000.
Well, no, I'm saying, but it's more about the Leaf fans caring about it. Why do you care? Who cares? Again, like if they had a guy who was their number one overall pick, the one they've ever had, and he leaves and they're pissed about it, let him be pissed. I don't understand why it's a big deal.
Oh,
Those
because
are
it's
just
anyway,
on
that note,
they'd all get all lovey-dovey with their players, and I don't get it either. I don't get it.
Yeah. Hey, on that note, I reached out to Kim in the Crease, Isles Girl 3, to come on the show and talk some Isles hockey. So we'll see if we can get her. If I can't, I'm going to bring on the Fans First guy. I got to take a break, guys. I'll be back. We have 3 minutes left to go in the first period with Chicago Edmonton 1-1. Go Chicago Blackhawks. And the other scores, it's 1-1. Yeah. Hey, man, I will never root for the Oilers ever. They got like 5 first-round picks in a row because they tanked forever. Just
fucking Beard's still holding the grudge against the Oilers.
Well, you know what the funny thing is he's wrong. They actually didn't tank. They were actually sadly trying to be good. The
one that got me the most was Neil Yakupov, and like he was the fucking number one pick. There's no way if anybody but the Oilers were picking number one, they weren't picking Neil Yakupov. They were.
Maybe no, well that's not true because there was a lot of attitude issues. Like Burke said, he would never have drafted him. He was the worst interview he ever heard. He was an arrogant asshole.
I remember that.
But Murray, look, what else would you have got in that draft? You have to go down the draft because Galchenyuk was third, Murray was second, and he was injured most of his career.
Who, Ryan Murray?
The defenseman, Ryan Murray.
Ryan Murray that went to Columbus?
Yeah. He was injured most of his career. He wasn't very good. So you're not really getting anybody anyways in those top 3. I think it was the 4th pick was the best pick in that draft. That was 2016, was it? What was that?
Oh, before that.
2006? What is that?
After that, probably. I'd have to guess maybe 08, maybe. I'm taking a wild stab. I don't even know that draft.
Oilers just scored.
Beautiful. I need Oilers first period, buddy. I need first period Oilers.
I need Oilers to score one more. I got them team total. I also need team total over 4.5. So
let's go. Let's go.
What draft was that?
Yakupov.
Yeah,
I'd have to say it's probably I'd say 2011.
Look up Neil Yakupov in hockeydb.com. And
I know he played for Brampton Battalion.
Check out his profile picture. Like, my gosh, he just looks like he hates the world. And he went to the KHL and he didn't do any better there. He got traded from everybody. Like, everybody hates this dude.
I think if I had to guess, it would be like 2010-ish.
Let me look it up.
2012.
12, yeah. But look at this. It was
2012.
It was Yakupov, Murray, Michael Grigorenko. He hasn't did shit. Alex, it wasn't till, and actually, you know what? Burke was right because he was in Toronto at the time and he said, I think we got the best
Morgan Riley.
When he got Morgan Riley. He said that. Everybody laughed at him.
Yeah.
He was right. Jacob Trouba on 9. Yeah, that Griffin Reinhardt, he did nothing for the Islanders. Philip Forsberg was like the best. Philip Forsberg. Oh, that was
Tom Wilson went 16 to Washington. Hurdle went to San Jose right after the Wilson pick.
Riley was 5th. Yeah. Griffin Reinhardt went 4th. Right. That was a terrible pick. Islanders he didn't do shit. Matt Dumba. Hampus Lindholm.
That was a draft year where you had to do your fucking due diligence, man.
Like there was, if the Swedes were good. Lindholm, Forsberg. Forsberg went 11th. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Tom Wilson, yeah, Thomas Hurdle. The later in the, yeah. What for 19? Look at number 19.
Yeah.
Andrei Vasilevsky.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Devin Shore, he's still in the league.
Scott
Corpusalo went
Laughton.
62 to Columbus. Essa Lindell, 74th overall to Dallas. Chandler Stevenson, 77th overall to Washington. Gostisbehere right after to Philly. Oscar Sundquist. Matt Murray to Pittsburgh at 83. Frederick Anderson, Anaheim at 87.
It's amazing how that is, eh? Like guys that
Yeah, like that's
the
a
way they
deep
get
draft that you can just fucking throw a fish in a barrel, man.
They're getting a lot better than it used to be, though. Like usually
Yeah, with
the top picks, they are pretty good. Like there's a lot of just a lot of work that's gone into drafting and who's going to develop the best and all that stuff like that. But
yeah,
I mean, think 18-year-old kids. Come on. It's pretty hard to know how they're going to mature, look at the world. They don't even know what they believe in or think or whatever at 18 years old, right? Like, you don't know. Like,
well, they got the. Oh, sorry, Pearlo. Finish your thought. I apologize. By the way, Sharks just scored. Sharks just scored. They're up 1-0.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
They have 13 shots on goal right now against Winnipeg.
Wow.
All right, we got the Edmonton Oilers first period too, which is awesome.
What did you get that at? I didn't play it because it was like
minus 130.
Oh, you got it at minus 130. Nice. Jeez.
Fuck. San Jose was a play tonight, but they were coming off that road trip, but it was a bad spot for Winnipeg because they're going to LA after.
That's the hard part coming off that road trip. But I'll tell you, that freaking coach is so good. He is so good.
Dude, San Jose's been playing so well
lately. Oh, I love David Quinn. You're talking about David Quinn?
David Quinn is so good. He is freaking – how the Rangers could let that guy slip out of his fingers. Not that Labby is a good coach, don't get me wrong, but –
I couldn't agree with Gabby Oates more. People are obsessed with Clash. Just got to worry about yourself. Exactly. You can't control what other people think. That's the worst fucking thing you can do. And if somebody doesn't like you, they're never going to like you. Just don't even worry about it. Also, Andrew, thanks for being in the chat. We got a bunch of people in. We're averaging 6 to 10 people a night, which I feel is great. If we could just get so just real quick, if you're just joining us, the news is I've been hired by Fans for Sports Network to be their NHL writer, their lead writer, their only writer to cover hockey, their National Hockey League national correspondent. So that'll be fun. That'll allow me to get a media credentials, hopefully, and travel to some games and travel to some more events. Rico probably be making it to Toronto. If I'd been on the ball on this stuff a little bit earlier, I might have been going to the All-Star game, but it's not doable because we're going to but what you saw with just Pearlo and Rico, you're going to see that from time to time because they're going to be running the show without me, which is good. They know what to do. They know their hockey. And really, I want to get some degenerate gamblers in here to talk. You know, we get the ice guys. I think they know exactly when we start talking about the games. And I love hearing what you two got to say or have to say. Excuse my poor grammar. Let's see. Kim responded. Let's see when's good for you, Kim.
Geez, that Golden Knights Braves game, they've already got 15 shots, 14 shots. I didn't take any flames. I don't think. Because I thought Vegas was shot suppression team. I'm pretty sure I didn't take any flames on.
Okay. I don't understand what you're saying, but I don't understand what you're saying, Pearlo. So
you don't understand what I'm saying? I'm saying
no.
that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were just coming a little mumbled because you were kind of talking down.
Oh, you couldn't hear me. Okay.
Yeah. That's
I'm just
okay.
saying already 29 shots in that Flames Golden Knights game, first period. Wow. They're just freaking humming you back and forth.
Andrew, you should not be donating. I'm not getting any donations from you because we're not
we're not we got to get 1,000. We got to get 1,000 subscribers and then a certain amount of minutes in a year, stuff like that before you can monetize. Yeah. We're not monetized.
Yeah, we were way. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Trouble's Trouble, by the way. Don't you know that country song TRO? I think that's Toby Keith, by the way. I met Toby Keith in Kosovo.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
He's good dude.
He was really nice, actually. He was very nice. Yeah, Kim is DMing me back and forth, so I'm just chatting with her. She's the greatest, by the way. And I don't think you'll find a more diehard Islanders fan. She goes to a lot of the games. Her and her mom went to the Rock and watched them. Hey, I appreciate you, Andrew. You're always with us, and hopefully, one of these days we'll have enough to get donations. That's really cool. That's the goal, right, boys? That'll be good. Oh shit. She's going, I'm going to the games tomorrow on Friday. So Wednesday, Friday, and I work Thursday. Oof. Oh, next week or anytime after is fine. Sharks are on the power play. Blake Bevan's been with the ESPN guys all night. Huh? I was just gonna say I'm seeing Big Gary with them again for the thing. So they're gonna tune in tomorrow. The Good Morning America for the Stadium Series announcement. So we have February 18th, Philadelphia versus New Jersey. February 18th, New Jersey versus New York Islanders, both on ABC and ESPN. I love that they do the 3 or 4 of those outdoor games a year. I like that they do one in Canada every year. And then like they have the Winter Classic. And then I like that they do like 2 more. That's cool. I'm good with it. And it's a great thing for the fans because it's special, you know? So Andrew is letting you know, Rico, to close your door. He says,
don't forget. You know what?
Don't forget to close your door.
Okay. See my 2 little cats right there?
Yeah. They're looking. Were they hunting?
Yeah. Well, I let the screen shut, and they're like elderly cats, so they're mother and daughter, so they kind of just like the smell of the outdoors and stuff. And I live on a street, so I just kind of leave the door cracked, and they kind of just hang out there. So it's not cold tonight here.
Oh yeah. It's not cold here either. It's only 19 degrees, so Fahrenheit, and snowing still.
We're having plus single-digit plus weather here still.
Still no snow in Edmonton, huh?
Yeah, there's snow. Yeah, there is some snow. But We did get a little bit of snow, but still 2 degrees, 4 degrees, 5 degrees.
I mean,
That's like
Pearlo,
ridiculous.
what latitude are you at? What latitude are you at?
Oh, I have latitude. Jeez.
Here.
I don't know.
You don't know? Here, let me I can open up a new tab here. Let's see.
We're usually around minus 15 right now. Somewhere around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Anchorage is at latitude 61 north. So on the globe. You know, you would think we would get a lot of different weather. Edmonton is at 53.5 degrees north. So quite a bit south of us. Because I was looking, I was like, man, Edmonton isn't as far north as I thought it was. And then I forget, you know, I live in the corner of the world, man. So I'm not surprised with the way the world weather is trending that you're having a warmer winter than, because honestly for us, man, like usually November, December is pretty cold. We get negative Fahrenheit temperatures. And Andrew wants to know what's your cat's name and how old they are, Rico.
Oh, one of them's 16 and one of them's 14. And the mother and daughter, the white one was like a rescue. So she had a daughter when she escaped our house and had a litter, and we kept one of them. And I named the white one that is the mom, and I named her Gypsy. And my wife named the other daughter Zoe.
Gypsy. You like that Fleetwood Mac song, you know?
Yeah. So like she was a gypsy. She was a traveler. She came out of the woods and ended up at our friend's house out like in the middle of the nowhere, and she asked us if we wanted a cat. She was full of fleas, and we're like, okay, we'll take her in. And she got out twice and had 2 different litters. I'm like, okay, we got to get this thing fixed.
Andrew likes the names. You guys want to preview the games for tomorrow, or?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, I didn't realize I had that on. Okay, so tomorrow we will be live 10 p.m. Eastern. Check us out. Sponsored by Fans First Sports Network. We lost everybody, I guess, huh? Yeah, just real quick, I know I took a break. The thing with Edmonton is I think when you tank for so many years, you establish this culture of losing. And it's just not surprising to me that they haven't won anything. You know what I'm saying? You just keep tanking and tanking. I would have personally liked McDavid to have gone to Buffalo. Buffalo.
Honestly, though, they weren't. You had to be here. The management actually thought they weren't tanking. That's how poorly managed that team was. They were tanking and they weren't trying to tank. It was brutal.
So tomorrow is a TNT game here in the States, so that means it's going to be a low game thing. We have 5 games on tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I did get my new jersey in. I was going to debut it. We'll show it. It is applicable tomorrow for the early game. Penguins, Canadians. Where are you guys feeling about that game?
I like Montreal.
I do too.
Yeah, I can't. Those old legs on a back-to-back. Travel.
Yeah, back-to-back too.
I'll take Montreal.
And they were playing at home tonight. There will be in Montreal tomorrow. Andrew's on the Montreal
travel across the border and all that shit. Yeah.
By the way, line's not out already. That's odd. That they don't even have the lines out. Oh, Calgary scored?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2-1. Sorry I didn't have the score tonight, guys. There's no way. It wasn't doable. I got to figure something out where I get an automated one that updates automatically and I don't have to do it myself, and I can just show it in the background or on a second camera feed, and then we'll just have it somewhere else. Bruins Devils is the first game of the TNT Max game. So if you didn't know, in the States here, if you have HBO Max, which is now called Max, you can also watch the hockey games live on that. So it's Bruins Devils in New Jersey at the Rock. Devils been playing pretty good hockey lately.
Boston, New Jersey coming off a road trip.
Yeah.
Okay, Rico likes Boston.
Coming off a long Western road trip. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Austin, I agree. Yeah.
I'm gonna be contrarian and go with the Devils, but the better goaltending has definitely been Bruins are 18-5-3, and New Jersey is 14-11-1. It's safe to say I think New Jersey's been one of the more disappointing teams outside of Ottawa and Buffalo. I don't think there's been more disappointing team. Okay, Ducks Islanders.
That's a tricky one because Anaheim hasn't played in a little while, and the Islanders have, and I think the Islanders trying to get their shit together. That's probably a draw or Islanders split for me.
So the Ducks are the anti-Leafs. They don't go to overtime and they don't win in a shootout. They are 10-17-0. They have no overtime wins or losses. Or no overtime losses. They're 10-17. 10-17.
I take the draw there.
Islanders are 13-7-7. If the Islanders have won half of their overtime games, they would be in a better position. It's crazy to me.
Team. Yeah, if you watch them, they don't know what to do in overtime.
They looked really good against Toronto the other day when they won 4-3. I don't know.
For a while, they catch water or catch lightning.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't hated that. Their power play's been pretty good. I think they've actually been better than people expected. Go ahead and pick the game.
Over 6. That's what I'm taking for this game.
You're taking over 6. Okay. Rico, how about
I don't like that line. Minus 224 for the Islanders. I hope.
Yeah. I'm not getting lines yet, even here.
Over 6. Anyways, what do you and you like? What and you don't know?
I like the draw of the Islanders here.
Draw's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Good. Yeah.
Sabres Avalanche are the evening game, the 10 p.m. Eastern game on TNT Max. Sabres Avalanche.
That might be another over game, probably over on the total, but I'll take Colorado.
I don't know. I got this funny feeling about the Sabres here. They do this stuff. They used to last year anyways. They go on the road trip in that first game on a Western road trip, and this is the first game of a Western road trip, right? Last year they had a really good record there, and Colorado just, I don't know, they're not really that great, certainly at that price.
What's going on?
Jets tied it up 1-1.
What's that?
Jets tied it up.
Jets tied it up, yeah, okay. So I'll say I'll say Buffalo, but I don't know if I'll put anything on that.
Hey KQ, nice to see you. We have Hot Take Hockey in the chat too. Great to see you, John.
Nice. Vegas just tied it up.
Okay, so 2-2 in that game. See, this is ridiculous. I can't get that game to pull up again. Okay, you guys picked
Winnipeg, LA. LA.
Oh, LA all day long.
LA, probably my favorite play.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. LA.
So you guys like the Jets are playing tonight too, so it's a back-to-back for
with
the Jets.
Yeah.
LA coming off maybe a disappointing road trip where they lost 2 games. So yeah. We did talk Hot Take Hockey. We did talk about that a little bit. We talked about the Kuzmenko, TJ Oshie. We'll see. It's going to be interesting.
God. Seattle scored the first goal and it took him.
Oh, did Seattle score?
Yeah.
So those are the 5 games. You guys have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, Hot Takes in there. I don't think they're trading.
Oh, Rico, you muted yourself.
I don't think they're trading Kuzmenko. It's just talk. It's just trying to get the most out of it.
Yeah, I know. Mommy and her cat daughter are just swatting each other,
Oh, okay, you're fine. I don't mind the muting. Yo, you're fine, John. I appreciate when you can come on anytime. I just figured if you wanted to come on, I didn't get a chance to watch your video in full because I was out clearing snow. We're just getting dumped on in snow here, man. So, and my wife can't do anything to help me, and I've been under the weather still. So it's like I'm out shoveling and getting a snowblower going, and it's also helpful that the dogs have a place. Like yesterday, we took them on a walk, and And today you could tell they really needed it, and we weren't able to.
You're going to have to take a trip to the sunny south in Toronto to visit me and Hot Take again.
Yeah. Well, fuck, it's 3-week recovery. I don't know if I'll ever go back. No, I had such a good time in Toronto. I'll come more prepared. But I felt great the whole time I was there. So, but I'll be honest with you. I used to drink pretty heavy, especially in my military days. And
I can tell, man. You're sitting there at Hoops Bar after the Leaf game at 12:05. I'm like, fuck, I got to run her back home, boys. I'm parked downtown Toronto. I'm like, I got to work in the morning. So you see you fellas, and these guys are ordering shots at the bar at like Hoops Sports Bar and Grill across the road from fucking Morgan Riley's photo shoot with Hot Take. It's like, Jesus.
Well, I knew I was going to. Well, Rico, I knew I was going to get one good night out with you and John. So I wanted to make the most of it. We didn't go to the Brass Whale and spend a ton of money. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy I had lunch with these guys. Crazy. Like, what a game, Beard. You didn't drink that much with us, LOL. Yeah, that's because I already drank quite a bit already. That was the old timers game. Didn't I meet you guys for the old timers game?
Boys, the drinks were flying at the hockey game. All of a sudden, Beard got us like 11 rows up, and then there was a railing on the right of us, and like we're supposed to walk through people to get back out. Beard's like, fuck this shit, and he just pulls the old Hulk Hogan over the top rope, pulls his leg over the railing, and starts walking out that way. I'm like, okay, nobody's saying anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't drink at the Legends game. John showed up to that game with me too. I'll tell you, if I ever go to the Hall of Fame again, I probably won't go to the Legends game. I'll want to go meet up and watch hockey somewhere with you guys. That would have been more fun, I think, is just to go chill at a sports bar or something. That real sports bar is really cool in there, man. That's a nice place. This is where Crazy Canuck and I met up, and I forget your first name, Crazy. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, dude, Toronto was great. I had a great time. I definitely will be back. I could use some of that warm Toronto weather right now. So, yeah, we should do a show in Toronto. I'll try to do a live show in Toronto. Next time, I'll get a hotel room with more than one thing, too. So if guys need to crash. So, we need to crash. So we previewed tomorrow's games. Just to recap real quick. For tomorrow, everybody likes Montreal tomorrow. Pearlo and Rico both like the Bruins. Islanders, Ducks, Pearlo likes the over 6. Rico, what was your pick on that one?
Which one? Islanders, Ducks?
Islanders, Ducks, yeah.
Yeah, I like to draw or the Islanders in that game.
Okay, he likes to draw Islanders. Sabres, Avalanche, refresh the chat's memory.
Avalanche. There's no way I'm betting Buffalo. Avalanche are at home.
Okay.
I'm taking a little flyer on the Sabres. I just don't like the way Colorado looks right now, and they seem to do this when they go out west for that first game. They'll just play out of this freaking world. We'll see.
Well, Sabres need to keep winning. I really feel like their backs are up against the wall. You're going to see some wholesale change. So I don't disagree with that.
Sabres aren't a playoff team this year, though, and Colorado's
they're probably not.
They need to finish them off.
I do not agree that Colorado's a cup contender right now, Rico, just the way they've been playing.
They think they are.
Yeah. No, well, did you – by the way, we didn't even talk about it. Just since we're talking about Colorado, did you guys see Mikko Rantanen's comments?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's his name? Lettman's father said some crap.
Yeah, did you see it, Rico?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we won't hash it. We won't hash it then. Okay, and then Jets, Kings. I think everybody was on Kings. Jets are playing tonight, and the Sharks are giving them everything they can handle. Also, Crazy Canuck says he agrees with you on the Sabres there. Okay, any closing thoughts, boys?
No, that's this has been like lots of fun. I wish we could sometimes do this longer.
We can go longer if you want. I just
you know what? I probably shouldn't. I got to be up at 4 a.m. I got to be a responsible.
I just wanted to make sure. I always feel like if we keep it around an hour, it's good. And then our shows. So I think, guys, after football season is over, I think we will go Monday through Thursday and take Friday nights off.
Okay. Yeah, Fridays usually aren't the busiest nights, right?
Well, it's Friday. Usually there's 2 or 3 games, and Mondays are a little bit more packed. And I think the NHL will probably pack the Thursday night or the Monday night games a lot more once Monday Night Football's over in 5 weeks or something. So we'll just go by the new year probably. It's usually when NFL playoffs start. How about my Giants last night? I like beating 2 teams, the Cowboys and the Packers. Just like beating those teams. So beautiful to beat the Packers with Tommy DeVito. Let's go, Gents. Let's go. And Rico's team won this weekend.
My closing thoughts are there's no way Matthews is getting 4 points the night after his 1,000th point when playing in the state of New York. Good on the Leafs to come out against the Rangers tonight. Sure, the Rangers fought back a bit, but I didn't bet that game, but I did not think that the Leafs would have it there. Especially Captain Sirius 1,000th point. Maybe they didn't go out last night because it's John Tavares, but they had.
I thought Captain Sirius was Jonathan Taves.
Well, Captain Sirius now that Jonathan Taves is retired is John Tavares.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I got you. No, that's fair.
But Captain Sirius used to be Taves.
I can't wait to get big time Kimmy Kim on here and have a little debate about why Islanders fans have the right to boo Tavares, because I'm sure she's on that train, but we'll see. And I bet you she was cheering good for him when they scored the thousands, because she's a hockey fan. You could still boo the guy and respect him at the same time.
Captain Sirius is always number 19. So Captain Sirius, his eyes are in.
Tavares is 91. Tavares is 91. Tavares is 91.
Backwards 19.
Well, wait, is Tavares 91 because he was a big Fedorov fan, or did he wear 19 and then when he got to the Islanders was 19 retired? I'm interested. We'll get that answer for you on the next episode of NHL Nightly tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. We will see you then. See you, everybody. How about we'll play the outro?